Welcome to yet another video about us getting cultured, us culturing other people, and us getting us back to the culture of fermenting, or rather culturing foods. My name is Doreen. This is Wellness Together, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm taking beet covers for the evening. I basically have a tonic that I have made out of beetroots, culturing beetroots, just using whey, a byproduct of yogurt, and then sea salt and water, distilled water, only that. And I have an amazing probiotic drink that is helping me to be able to start off my menstrual phase. Today is my day one, so pretty much this comes in handy for me. But of course, we're using fermented foods for various reasons. Now today I'm going to take you through a very quick one, quickly how you can ferment simple vegetables in the kitchen, so you can be able to use them as condiments, or you can just add them to your salads, or you can just use them to top off sandwiches, those of you who like to make sandwiches, or you can just mix them up in your soups, or you can even just eat them on your own. You know, we are used to the traditional pickles, that is vinegar fermented, white vinegar fermented carrots, cucumbers, and so many others. But now for us, we are lacto fermenting, and we are using basically water and salt, so that we can keep away from using vinegar, which can be a little bit too much for some people. So I'm going to show you how to ferment carrots. I have made them look so beautiful and pretty, looks like a flower, yeah. I'm also going to show you how to ferment zucchini. These you can cut any way you want. Yeah, I just like to cut mine up like this. You can spiral them, you can make them look like spears, you can cut them into cubes, you can cut them into rounds. Anything goes. And if you're a starter, because vegetables have to really stay down and allow for water to come above them if you don't want them to mold or to be able to rot. So if you're a starter, I recommend you actually start out with the zucchini and cucumber sticks, so that they can be compact throughout the fermenting process, and they don't have to pop up and be able to fly. But if you can, actually you can cut them into all shapes, as long as every day you get to submerge them down to go, because the brine becomes more, especially with zucchini forms a lot of water, so it creates more water than you put there, and that makes it bounce into the jar that you may have put the zucchini in. So anyhow, beetroot and the beet covers, you will learn how to make that if you go down into the videos below. So quickly, what do I have? We are going to learn how to lacto ferment zucchini. When you lacto ferment zucchini, you need to give your vegetables a good wash, your jars a very good wash to make sure that you don't get them moldy. So I mostly want to talk about zucchini. Carrots are really easy. The reason why today I want to ferment zucchini is because I know people who really don't have so many choices of fermented foods. We have sauerkraut, we have kimchi. Those are really very nice side dishes, and also laden with lots of microbes, that is the good bacteria. Those are recommended for blood type Bs. Now blood type Os really don't usually have lots of choices, but zucchini is one of the good choices. Beetroot is one of the good choices. Zucchini in itself comes, the skin of the zucchini comes when it has some lactobacillus, when it already has some good guys, some good bacteria. That makes zucchini actually amazing for fermenting, because it means you're not going to take as much time fermenting it as you would cabbage. Cabbage will take you about 4 weeks to ferment, basically. Although some people go beyond 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, until they get that sour, tangy taste. Zucchini will take you 2 weeks. Now I like to give it in the 2 weeks because I'm one of those people who likes the tangy taste. But after 2 weeks, it actually is amazing. And zucchini will give you about 15 strains of the good bacteria. How cool is that? Zucchini and cucumbers are amazing because of that. Now zucchini and cucumber, when they're fermented, they are more bioavailable for the body to be able to take their good qualities. So I would recommend and advise to actually start fermenting zucchini. And when you're picking your zucchini, make sure that you pick the one which is a bit greener. Like I said, if you want it longer, if you want it into rounds, any way can go. So for me, for the zucchini, I'm going to add some bay leaves. Bay leaf allows for the zucchini to stay a bit crisp throughout fermentation, because you know when you ferment them, zucchini or most vegetables, they get soft and it may not be easy for you to pick them up and then munch on them, you know, the way most people would want to use them for their salad. So bay leaves are put into fermented foods to keep them crisp. So I have some bay leaf, of course my herbs, and what I have in the house today is what I'm going to use. I could use some dill, but I have thyme, so I'm going to use thyme. And then of course some garlic. That immunity is always sought after, so I'm going to use the single clove garlic. Yeah, and that's it. So let's finish off with the zucchini, fermented, before we get to the carrots. I'm also going to add some fennel seeds. I like the aroma, I like the spiciness that they add to the fermented foods. I just wanted to show you what it is that's lying there. Today I also have another friend in mind while I'm fermenting this one. She's called Edith. She said, Doreen, I love beetroots, I love pineapples, I love carrots. I just love it when you make them. And so I'm going to make them for her. Yeah, I have no problem with that as long as she can eat them and enjoy them. So I'm going to just stir up the last bits. We enjoy doing. In my house also love doing this and helping me with this. So I found that I've done that for me. Gravy and eat them like that, and you call them your zoodles or your noodles. So before I put the last batch, I'm going to put some spices in there so that the spices can be in between. So I'm going to put my garlic so that it doesn't get to pop on top. I'll put just 3 of them. The zucchini is going to fly up in just 2 days. Then I'll put 3 bay leaves and let them just go to the side, so that they don't fly up and then hang on top of the vegetables. When I make spirals, it doesn't make it easy for them to fly up. That also confused really if you pile them up nicely. And every day I just come, check up on top, and then just check. Do I want to put some thyme? I like thyme at this time of my month. The aroma of thyme, rosemary, ginger, those spicy scents, spices. You know, I want to take tea with lots of ginger and cinnamon. No wonder I have picked up on thyme, because it makes it really nice. Okay, so my dears, I'm trying to tell you, don't pop up. So I put the last batch. On the cups, so every 4 cups we put every 1 cup of water we put 1 teaspoon of salt. Now if you're not careful with the salt measurements, you might get your vegetables gray. So if you must weigh the zucchini and if you must weigh the water and the salt, go ahead. So you have to be very good with your measurements. Don't put a huge spoon. You know, make sure that you can actually level it to a teaspoon, because every ounce of salt matters. Those are 2. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stir it up, pour just a little that can come on top. Some people have weighted material that they use, like silicone material that they put on their jars and then it keeps going down. I don't have that. Doesn't mean I won't ferment. So if I don't have that, I will just keep pressing, you know, with or something wooden. Again, when you're fermenting, please don't use metal, don't use reactive material. So you can use use glass, if you can use ceramic, if you can use wood, much better. So if you're going to press down something, I get a very clean silicone or ceramic or wooden spoon, and then use it to press down on my vegetables. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to pour this and see how far it goes, as long as it comes a little bit above, because I'm going to allow it to go down. As long as it comes above the vegetables. Anything that is above, anything below the water, this water, the brine, will stick together and ferment nicely and create for us lots and lots of bacteria, good bacteria of course. Anything that floats above is capable of rotting and molding, and you don't want that. So every day just give an eye, check up on your baby, find out how she's doing. Looks like, you see. So 1 liter is enough, and I know it's going to form its own water. I'm going to find when the water is almost here. So the zucchini gets to float a little bit above. I get to press it down. Let me show you the one which is fermenting. You see? So this one has 1 day to go. Your zucchini I don't have any white on top. Ooh la la, my baby looks nice. Let me just open up for you a little bit. You see? There's no white on top. I just keep pressing it down. Every day I just come press it down, because there's this water, and so I'm going to use my spoon. So just come and press these guys down gently. If you have something, when you see the bubbles, it means fermentation is taking place. Don't get scared. You only get scared when you find maybe mold on top, or you find some very scary film on top. And when the fermentation process is starting, you will start seeing bubbles, and then the color will change to this. That is very okay. That's totally okay and healthy. So my ferment is really doing amazing well. So this is what it is, and then I just keep pressing it down so that it doesn't get to come above the brine, but the brine is a lot, right? And that's what's going to happen to this one as well. Yeah, so if you find just a little bit of a whitish film, looks like yeast, that is actually just yeast forming on top. Don't worry about that. It will make you feel like there's white fennel seeds on top of it. That is very okay, but you only get worried when it's sort of like the smell is offsetting. Because this smells more like fermented, like vinegar, like pickles. Yeah, if you know the taste of pickles or pickled vegetables, this is how it smells like. It's not offsetting, it's actually tangy, it's sourish. Yeah, that's what you get. But if you find that the smell, use your instincts. If the smell is really suspicious, or the film on top is suspicious, you can even take a picture and show me before you pour your vegetables. But it's very normal for you to get a white film on top. But keep checking up on your babies. It does get to help you a bit. So that's it. I'm going to do the same thing. Put cheesecloth on top of this one. Put it in the pantry, let it ferment, and give it away to the most active member. I hope you are fermenting something for us, so that when I give you zucchini, fermented zucchini, this is very easy and simple. And just imagine 15 strains of good bacteria. Who wouldn't want to ferment?
This could be good for me. Lately I was feeling like I need a purpose.
The easiest probiotic or lacto-fermented food that you can culture. Get this carrot, simple as it looks, culture it. Like basically make it polished. We're like polished people and polished things. So you get to polish yourself up by polishing up the carrot. So this one's very easy, just salt, water, and a few spices. Okay? Now you can cut your carrots in any ways. People choose to cut them into strips. Thin strips that you can basically just pick and munch on. These I really like to also snack on. It's just that they're not my favorites, but they're really easy to snack on. So you can cut them into strips, or you can cut them into rounds. Yeah, this also will work very, very nicely on bread, especially peanut butter, avocado, and these carrots. If they're delicious, they really work well. These I'm going to use in salad, so I just decided to work with my peeler and julienne them. I'm going to show you how to make a very nice salad from fermented carrots. So I'm going to ferment them for 3 days, then I extra ferment them for 7 more days, but with other amazing ingredients, and that you can just easily eat on its own. And that's what I'm going to send even after I have made them or turned them into an available salad that you can actually keep in your fridge for even 2 months. Yeah. So that's it. Now for the carrots, it's very easy. Again, I'm going to mix my water, so I just keep pouring in there. For these are about 4 cups. Say every 4 cups is a good level of salt. So a teaspoon for each cup. If it's 4 cups, that's it. So I have a liter. Each cup is just amazing. It's still just going down my system. Give it a good stir. So my water is here. I'm going to put the spices, a teaspoon for each. I like to really add fennel because I don't have the dill seeds. You're gone. I'll find another. This one is going to go down. So people who are going to use the sticks, really, it's nice for the fennel to go down because it doesn't get to come popping up. It's easy for the fennel to pop, but now me who is going to keep pressing things down, I can have it up. It's okay, or I can allow it to just mix in and get down as the water gets poured in. Okay. Yeah, so I will dress these ones up with just a little bit of thyme. It would be nice for you to make sure that your carrots are compact, but also that they are below, the hippie part, so that your water can be able to come at least up to here, and then you have some space for oxidation to take place. Like they need to be able to come up to here, like mine. Like they are so tightly packed, because as they soften, they will loosen up a little bit. Yeah. And so I'm going to press them until they get here, so that the water can be able to reach up to here, and we allow this space for fermentation. We can use smaller jars, especially December. Again, we can ferment and gift our friends with fermented foods. Imagine you're sending your friend health, as opposed to buying them a shoe, which they could even just fall in when they're crossing the road. But if you ferment something and share with them, it's like you're saying, here, I wish you more health. I am bringing you health. So you can use smaller jars, mason jars, so you can use a big one. So I'm going to throw in this and then put the thyme to just go down. My mood today is courtesy of beet covers. It's amazing. Feeling so good. Hi. making sure that I put these below the water. I just keep pushing them below the water. That's it. So I'm just going to put the cheesecloth, let them brew for my dear Edith, and then I'll send them over. Of course, I'll stem one for making that amazing salad as well. I'm enjoying. Thank you so much. This is Wellness Together. I hope you can get cultured with us. I hope you can get onto this and then get fermenting something. There's plenty of them. There's many more I'm going to share with you. You cannot fail to pick one that is your fancy favorite. We pick our favorites based on the vegetables that we like. Some people don't like beetroot, but when you ferment it, they get to like it. So there's always some opposites sometimes, but also you can ferment what you like. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you so much, and I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay well. I hope you stay healthy.
This could be good for me. Lately I was feeling like I need a purpose.